So I remember when Lady Gaga was cast in American Horror Story for its fifth, I think it was, season, and I was thinking, well, that show's lost all its credibility. Lady Gaga, an actress, don't think so. Now here we are, and I'm basically like, give her all the movies. Just every single movie, just give to her.
Put the bunny back in the box.
Starring, amongst others, Bradley Cooper, Lady Gaga, Andrew Dice Clay, Dave Chappelle and Sam Elliott. Directed by Bradley Cooper, who also wrote the screenplay for this alongside Eric Roth and Will Fetters. This is my review for A Star Is Born. So A Star Is Born has had multiple versions over the years. It's one of those movies that the industry will keep coming back to and wanting to tell again. It's like almost a more modern day Romeo and Juliet. Like, there'll be so many versions of this story, and no doubt there'll be another one after this. And it does beg the question of, do we need more of this story being told? Is it worth telling? The story is that Jack as he's called, is a big popular singer played by Bradley Cooper, but he's on the decline a little bit. He's still selling out arenas, but he's not quite as big as he used to be. You can kind of tell that there's something not quite right with the guy. He's got tetanus. He's got that thing where you can't hear properly. And he has many, many issues that he's dealing with. He meets a lady named Ali, played by Lady Gaga, who's a very good singer, and he introduces her to the world while falling in love with her. As her star starts to rise, his continues to decline. So I'll just say off the bat, the trailer for this one got me right in the feels. It did that bit in the trailer where Lady Gaga comes up and starts singing that song, the Shallow song. Oh, every single time I watched that trailer, it just gave me shivers. It was just such an epic moment just in a trailer. So I was very, very excited for this film. And what I think the trailer did very well is it tells you everything you need to know about the kind of film that you're going to go and watch. It sets the tone perfectly. It sets the mood perfectly. It's, I think, one of the best trailers I've seen in some time for giving us an honest view of what the final product's going to be. And man, what a final product is this. I have to start with the performances. Two of the best performances I have seen this year, easily. Bradley Cooper is astonishing. He's astonishingly good in this. He's certainly never ever been better than he is here. And as I say, I can't think of a performance that's better than the one that he gives here, other than maybe Lady Gaga. His voice is lower in this. He goes a couple of octaves lower, and he's a very subdued character. You can see his problems. He does so much with just looks and glances and the way that he talks. And this just incredible performance by him and from Lady Gaga, who blew me away. And it's completely blew me away. I knew she was good after American Horror Story. I didn't know how good, because she's phenomenal. Her character here, Ali, comes across as such a real person, such a human character, and I could fully invest in every single scene that she was in. And stick her and Bradley Cooper together, like the two of them just bounce off each other so well. The chemistry is like none I've seen in a long time. And because they're so good, and because the script is so amazing, this film, it doesn't feel like I was watching a movie at all. It feels more like I'm somehow spying on the lives of these people, that I'm somehow sort of looking in on what's going on with them, like they're genuine people that I'm watching. This, as I say, it transcends feeling like a movie. It really feels like watching actual lives unfold. And I mentioned the script, and what a script this is. I mean, I'm struggling to find any faults with this movie at all. The script is perfect. There are times where it feels like it's running a little bit long. It's pacing itself, maybe a little bit too much. It does feel like that on occasion. But then when this ends, and you kind of look back on the journey that you've been through with these people, every second feels worth it. I mean, if anything, I wish it was a bit longer in the end. In hindsight, I do. I want to spend more time with them. I want to kind of keep watching them and keep seeing this story and sort of Ali's story with how that ends. I want to see how she continues. And the direction as well. And Bradley Cooper's directorial debut. Really? This is his first, because you'd never tell. You could never tell that this was a debut, because this film looks great. Throughout, it looks amazing. And I want to mention the music as well. When you get stuff played in a music venue, it feels like you're there. It feels like you're in the venue. The music's being played live to you. It doesn't feel like music from a film. This is, I think, the best I've ever heard music of this sort sound in a film. And the songs themselves, great too. Really, this is a soundtrack that I want on day one, already pre-ordered. And that song, Shallow, that's the new This Is Me. That's going to be the one that takes over the This Is Me crown of being the popular song from a movie. It's had its good run. It's had about a year. In comes Lady Gaga, fully deserved. What? Just a beautiful song. And just to circle back to the performances, I said how good Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga were, and they were, like, without question, best this year. I'm going to keep saying that. But everybody in this film is really good. Not everybody gets as much to do, but everybody that shows up in this, like Dave Chappelle, for example, is amazing. Sam Elliott almost rivals the two leads at times. Like, he's the best I've seen him as well. Everybody's just brought their A game to this. They know how special this movie is, and they know how important it is. And that's not lost at all on anybody that turned up for this. It just feels like this is a movie that every single person involved with put 110% into, and it shows on the screen. And perhaps shamefully, I've never seen any of the other Star is Born movies. They're sort of like, you know, Citizen Kane, the sort of movies where it's like you feel like you should have watched them, but you just never really got round to it. This is one of them, so I was familiar with it, but I didn't know the story. I knew the gist of it, but I didn't know how it wrapped up. I didn't know how it ended. I just knew the overall sort of summary of the plot. And I'm not going to talk spoilers here, just in case you're like me and you don't know how this ends, but I was a mess at the end of this. I looked around, I was with 3 people. They were all crying. This is one of the most emotional films in some time, because it handles the emotion in a way that it feels real. The problems that Jack is having, they feel real. It genuinely feels like somebody is actually going through these problems because of how well it's acted. The film allows time to breathe. It allows moments to take as long as they need to take, and it allows the real pain and heartache and joy as well. I mean, it's not an overly sad film all the way through. There are happy moments, but every emotion's just allowed the right amount of time to resonate perfectly with the audience. So yeah, A Star is Born completely blew me away. I thought it was going to be good. I wasn't expecting to be calling it a masterpiece, but it is. This is cinema at its best. And for a movie that's a remake of a remake of a remake, it's got no right to be as good as it is, but it is. It floored me on so many levels. I'm going to give A Star is Born a 10 out of 10. 100% on the list for the best of 2018 when it comes to the end of the year. There's no way it's not going to be on there. Do go watch this film. I encourage everybody to go and see this. It's one of those movies that needs to be seen, just to see what film can be, just to see how good performances can be. And I 100% already want to watch this again. I cannot wait for it to come out on Blu-ray. I may even go to the cinema and see it again, and I rarely go twice. So have you seen A Star is Born? If so, let me know what you think about it in the comments below, and do hit like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and let me know as well what the other Star is Born's movies is like. You can follow me on Twitter as well, @JoeJulians. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.